Hi, I'm Rosami. Welcome to my channel, where I mostly upload no commentary playthroughs. Today, I want to talk about something that I'm really not happy about. Sony has officially announced that physical disc production for PlayStation will end in January 2028. That means every new PlayStation game after that point will be digital only. And honestly, this is a really bad thing. By completely eliminating physical games, Sony is removing consumer choice. On PC, digital only works because you have multiple platforms to buy and play games: Steam, GOG, Epic, and more. But on a console, you don't have that choice. If physical media disappears, you're locked into one store, one ecosystem, and one company's pricing. My stance is simple. Sony is stripping away the option to own physical media, and that shows they don't value their customers at all. Companies shouldn't get a pass for actively removing consumer choice. And I want to highlight a very important post from Does It Play, because they explain exactly why Sony's excuse, changing consumer trends, is wrong and misleading. Sony keeps repeating that 85% of sales are digital, but that number only comes from one quarter of 2025. The full year was actually 78%. And even that number is inflated because the digital category includes digital-only games, titles where customers had no physical option at all. When you look at honest comparisons, like the Insomniac leaks or UK market reports, many games including Sony's own first-party titles actually sell more physical copies. So using consumer preference as the excuse is simply not true. There's also a broader trend. Yes, physical sales have declined over the years, but recently the decline has slowed down and almost reached a stable plateau. And around 82% of PlayStation players own a console that can read discs. That means less than 18% actually prefer digital. So why is Sony pushing for an all-digital future? The answer is simple: money. Digital games have better profit margins. There's no manufacturing, no shipping, no retailer cuts, and no returns. Ending physical media also kills the secondhand market, which has always helped players discover games and keep gaming affordable. And with digital only, Sony gets full pricing control. They set the prices, they decide the discounts, and they control how often sales happen, if at all. There's also one more trick they use to make physical look smaller than it really is. In their financial reports, the category called game software includes digital sales, physical sales, expansions, microtransactions, in-game currency, and other software. When you lump all of that together, physical revenue looks tiny, around 4.7%. But that number is misleading because it mixes physical game sales with every type of digital add-on. It's the biggest example of how the industry is gaslighting players about consumer preference. It was never about what players prefer. It was always about maximizing profits and controlling the market. I fully agree with Does It Play. Sony is giving a false view of what consumers want, and removing physical media is not about trends. It's about money and control. If you care about physical media, game preservation, and real consumer choice, your options matter, and they matter extremely. Companies only listen when customers make their preferences clear. If you don't agree with Sony removing physical games, the strongest message you can send is simple: vote with your wallet. Support physical releases while they still exist. Support any platforms that value their customers and still give you ownership of your purchase. And don't reward companies for removing choice. Consumer choice is the foundation of gaming. When a company takes that away, it's up to us to show that we don't accept it. Your voice matters, your purchases matter, and your decisions matter. I also want to give some practical advice. If you truly care about physical media, consider canceling your PlayStation Plus subscription. It's one of the clearest ways to show Sony that you value ownership, not temporary access. And for anyone who pre-ordered digital games like GTA 6, please think twice. Sony gets the money upfront for every digital pre-order. Rockstar with Take-Two aren't offering a real physical disc for GTA 6. Digital pre-orders don't make sense as they don't sell out. And if you care about any games that offer it pre-orders, early access, or pre-order bonuses, you can still pre-order the one day or few hours before launch. Don't reward companies for removing physical options. If you care about physical media, game preservation, and real consumer choice, your voice matters now more than ever. If you like this video, leave a like and subscribe. Please share your thoughts about Sony ending physical discs, or if you prefer physical or digital, leave it in the comments below. I'm Rosemi, and I'll see you in the next video.